What up, what up? What's the B word, man? I'm Anthony Addison with another segment of What's the B word. Like and subscribe to the page. Hit me up on Instagram, What's the B word 52. Just like you see on YouTube. Hit me up on Facebook, What's the B word. And hit me up on Twitter, B word 52. And y'all already know what's going on with me, baby. Baltimore Raven fan, man. Raven Nation stand up. Flock, let's get it. And if you're not a Raven fan, you might be a fan of whoever. Don't matter whoever, wherever, or whatever. Hit the subscribe button anyway, baby, because we talk football, period. But anyway, reason why we're here today, well, tonight, let's talk about this game we just got done watching. The 49ers, just beat the brakes off the Green Bay. I thought I didn't see this coming. I had picked Green Bay to win the game. I thought A-Rod was going to go in there and shock them boys if they home. But, the 49ers is a different team at home. Even though I think they lost to their game in Seattle. To Seattle, I think they lost at home to their game. I can't remember. If y'all remember, drop it down in the comment section. I can't remember really. But, man, a beatdown. What's the B word? The B word is beatdown. Because that's what we just seen tonight. This game wasn't even, like, Green Bay didn't even have a chance, man. So first of all, man, before I even just get into all the stats and stuff, man, this San Fran defense, man, is legit. They legit. They some ballers, man. They buying into their defensive coordinator, and they know their assignments, and they just getting the job done, man. It ain't to me, it ain't nothing spectacular scheme wise that they doing. They just doing their job, man. They just doing their job, and they got a nasty front four. A nasty front four will make your defense look that much better, man. I don't care who your coordinator is or whatever. Not saying that guy is not a good coordinator because he's dialing up some pretty good plays, but when you got a nasty front four like that, man, it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough to not produce them guys. But anyway, we're gonna talk about the lack of man, this was not A-Rod that we usually normally see on a primetime game, man. This defense was disciplined. They kept everything in front of them. They weren't giving up big plays or nothing like that. Aaron Rodgers went 20 for 33, 104 yards. Now, hold up, pause, because y'all know I'm a Baltimore Raven fan, and I'm going to do this. If Lamar Jackson went out there and had 104 yards passing against a team, they will be eating Lamar Jackson alive. And I'm not trying to be biased or nothing, but let's just be real. If that was Lamar Jackson, they'll be eating Lamar Jackson alive, man. They'll be calling him running back. They'll be saying he should have played receiver. Blah, blah, blah. He not a real quarterback. Told you the boy wasn't accurate. It's folks that's not giving him props, and he an MVP candidate. So, let that would have been Lamar Jackson, the stats that Aaron Rodgers got today. Let that would have been Lamar Jackson. 20 for 33. He only had 104 yards passing. Y'all. And he got his main target back today. He got Devontae Adams back today. He did get a TD, which was Devontae Adams, but he was sacked 5 times. Their San Francisco defense did a great job at rushing Aaron Rodgers, keeping him inside the pocket, not giving him time to extend, not giving him lanes to be able to run out and do what he do best. With them type of quarterbacks, that's what you got to do. Which we're going to talk about that type of stuff when we get ready to play the Niners next week, because, I'm sure they're going to try to do the same blueprint on Lamar, but they did a good job squeezing their pocket and keeping A-Rod inside the pocket, man, because that's what you got to do with him. I'm not saying he's not a pocket passer, but you would much rather him pass out the pocket than scrambling and making plays last longer and then letting it go, because he dangerous inside the pocket, but he lethal, and I do mean lethal, outside of the pocket when he's extending plays. So, San Fran, man, you got to give them their props, man. They came out there with a game plan. They executed to the fullest of their ability, man, and they got the job done. I think I've never seen anybody have Aaron Rodgers in check like this. So, shout out to them, man. 104 yards. Wow. Aaron Jones didn't have that good of a game either, man. The defense they just played a good game, man. They just played the ball. They just played ball, man. Bosa is a beast, and the rest of those guys are beasts, man. They just beasts out there. And they just responded. They responded to their defensive coordinator, man. This was a dominating game. This was a statement game for everybody that was starting to just doubt the San Francisco 49ers after they lost to the Seahawks. The 49ers said, we still here, baby. We 10-1 and we ready to go. So man, shout out to them, man, because they came out ready to play, man. Everybody was, especially, everybody counting their chickens before the egg hatch, as far as saying that they could end up losing the division in this little stretch they got when they playing Green Bay, then they coming to Baltimore, then they got to go to New Orleans. I mean, San Fran look like they got something. They out here trying to prove something. They out here trying to prove something and let them know that they're a real team out here. Because Green Bay's a good team, man. I didn't see them coming out here just whooping Green Bay like this. They went out there and whooped them. They went out there and just whooped them. There's no other way to put it. This was just like an old woodshed, somewhere in the back road in the country whooping right here. Real talk. Like I said, Aaron Jones only had 38 yards rushing on 13 carries. I mean, the Green Bay combined for with all the running together, they combined for 117 yards, but it didn't play effective, man. The offense is pretty much non-existent this whole game, man. I mean, it just like Aaron Rodgers only having 104 yard passing should tell you the whole story of how this game went, man. The defense dominated. True enough, they scored 37 points on the other side of the ball. But I'm just saying, man, this game right here was about the defense. This game was about the defense because a lot of times you can score 37 points against Green Bay, but Aaron Rodgers will score 38. You know what I'm saying? So this game right here is solely about the defense, man. The defense really, really did their job on this guy right here, man. And we might not see another game like this as far as like shutting down Aaron Rodgers until like Aaron Rodgers is like old and falling apart, man. So you gotta like I'm not a 49er fan. I'm not even close to a 49er fan. But you gotta appreciate this type of defense that they played tonight. You just got to. You gotta tip your hats at them. This was some good defense they played tonight. Awesome defense, man. The Green Bay Packers didn't even make a third down conversion. They didn't even get a third down conversion tonight. Not one third down conversion. The punter punted the ball 6 times. Aaron Rodgers led offense didn't get a third down conversion. Hopefully this don't rock the boat right here and cause a little friction between him and LaFleur. But hey, San Fran just was being real disciplined and just doing their job, man. They kept everything in front of them. They tackled well. They gang tackled. They kept A-Rod in the pocket, man. They didn't get beat on double moves. They keyed in on Devontae. They keyed in on Graham. They just they had a good game plan for this team, and they just capitalized, man, on all levels of the defense. The front line, the linebacker core, and the secondary, man. They just played an awesome game overall. And if you a fan of defense and you a fan of football, like I said, man, you just got to give them guys they props. That was a doggone good game they just played. But anyway, we're going to talk about the offense also. Which the offense did, they had a good game too, man. But like I said, man, you just got to give the defense they props. This game was solely about the defense, man. Because like I said, when you play Aaron Rodgers, you can score 37 points and lose to him. He'll score 38 at the last second, and you know he'll do it. So that's why this game is just so much about the defense, man. But anyway, Jimmy Garoppolo went 14 for 20, 253 yards, 2 TDs, no interceptions. He was sacked 3 times, man. And he hit a dagger in the hearts of the Green Bay Packers when he got that touchdown pass to George Kittle, man. A dagger, man. Because Green Bay just scored, just got a 2-point conversion. They was like, woo, we got a chance. Let's go. Let's get this stopping. Man, they did their play action, man. And I think it was a double move George Kittle hit him with. But, like, the crazy thing about it was, like, from the play action, if I can remember from the play action, it looked like it was going to be, like, on some rollout type. And the DB got, like, caught up in it and thought that Kittle was gonna go outside, but instead he went inside, and it just freaked him all the way up. And he was wide open, man. It wasn't a chance, and you know where to stop this man on that play right there. So, man, hey, you gotta give Shanahan his props too, man, because you know Shanahan can draw it up, man. He can draw some good plays. He a doggone good coach outside of the Super Bowl, but we ain't even gonna speak on it. But man, Jimmy had him a good game, man. Jimmy had him a game, man. I seen the stat line, next gen stat. They was talking about him on play action plays. He was 6 for 6 on play action plays with a perfect passer rating. So man, hey, that running game is helping him a lot too. That running game, when somebody is that accurate and doing that good on pass plays, that means one thing and one thing only. That the defense is keying in on the running plays, and the play action is sucking them linebackers in. It's making them safeties look down and move down and mess up on their assignments and stuff like that. And they just going straight past them with a layup pass. So, man, shout out to Shanahan with that, man. Good. I mean, shout out to Shanahan and John Lynch, man. Because if you look at this team, man, with this group of running backs that he got going, man, John Lynch did a good job with it, man. Coleman, Wilson, and Mostert. I can't pronounce his name right. But, I mean, they just running back by committee. Kind of like us, but, they just running back by committee. They combined for 22 carries, 112 yards. That's 5.1 yards per carry with 2 tugs, man. 2 TDs. I mean, and they a big part of getting the passing game going. Man, shout out to Kyle Juszczyk that used to play for us. Man, he was out there making some key blocks, man. I mean, on one of them, I think that was on a touchdown run. Man, he kicked out somebody, man, and crashed him. He kicked him out and crashed him, man. He throw some good blocks and get it done, man. That offense, I mean, they don't talk about Kyle Juszczyk as much, but Kyle Juszczyk is a big part. That was one of the few things Booger on Monday Night Football when he's talking about the San Fran. That's one of the few times I agree with Booger that, man, Kyle Juszczyk is a big part of that offense, man. The way he blocked, the way he catch out the backfield, just all the stuff. He a handyman, man. I mean, think about how Project Pat is for us, but Cal is a little bit more finesse than Project Pack because, Project Pack way bigger than Cal. But I'm just saying, man, Cal gets it done, man. George Kittle it was doing a good job blocking and all that, too. But then at the same time, he one of the best receiving tight ends in the league. 5th round pick, man. They got this man out the 5th round. And he balling like this. John Lynch did a good job with this team, man. You gotta give him props, man, because most ex-players that get in the executive position don't do good jobs, man. They don't do a good job. Most players don't even do a good job coaching. So you gotta give John Lynch his props, man. George Kittle had 6 receptions for 129 yards, one TD, and of course that one TD was his long 61 yards. But Debo had a monster play, man. Debo had a monster play. I like Debo, man. I always liked Debo. Debo got 2 receptions for 50 yards, man. But the long catch was a 42-yard touchdown, man, where he just really got skinny on him, man. He caught that ball and got skinny on him, man. Debo a beast. And he getting better and better over time, man. I mean, you just can't help it. I mean, you just can't help it but tip your hat at John Lynch and the organization, man, for putting this team together. Because overall, man, it's a pretty doggone good team, man. The only question mark is with Jimmy. Which Jimmy you going to get? Is you going to get Jimmy that's going to be efficient, or you going to get Jimmy that's going to turn the ball over? Because the rest of the pieces, man, it's no question marks. That defense ball. Juszczyk ball. Those 3 running backs going to ball. Tight end going to ball. Receivers going to ball. I forgot all about Emmanuel Sanders. All them guys are going to ball. The only question mark is Jimmy G. Which Jimmy you going to get? Is you going to get the one that's going to turn the ball over, or you going to get the one that's efficient? And when they got the one that's efficient, you get stuff like this. Blowouts. 37-8 against a good team. This is a good team. Like, they just had a good game tonight. Because I honestly believe if they played Green Bay again, in the playoffs, the game wouldn't be like this. But, man, they're a dangerous team at home, though. More of the reason why you NFC teams probably are going to be rooting for us next week to beat them, and then rooting for the Saints because, but then, you wouldn't want the Saints to get home field advantage because the Saints just as bad at home. It's hard to win in that Superdome unless you get a questionable call, which is likely. They had a questionable call against them today. But anyway, man, this game right here pretty much black and white, man. That's my thoughts on it, really, man. You just gotta shout out to the organization, man. And I mean, the key of this game tonight, man. I mean, people that just looking at stats and looking at numbers and didn't actually watch the game. The key of tonight for San Francisco was the defense, man. The defense. They shut Aaron Rodgers down. They shut Aaron Jones down. They shut Deontay Adams down. They shut the whole offense down. Matt LaFleur probably going back to the drawing board after this game right here because they got shit down. I mean, he probably got the same feeling when we went to Nashville and beat them and shut them out. He probably scratching his head like, what did I do wrong today? So, man, that's about it, man. If you don't believe me, hey, go rewatch the game, man. This game was about the defense. They hit Aaron Rodgers to 1 touchdown. That's hard to do, man. That's hard to do. I can't even think of a game where Aaron Rodgers only had 1 touchdown. I can't think of a game where he only had 100 yards. And he barely got 100 yards. Barely. It was fourth quarter and he had 90-something yards, man. They played some good D, man. Good defense, man. But anyway, I'm finna get up out of here, man. Y'all hit me up on Facebook. What's the B word? Y'all hit me up on Twitter, bword52, and hit me up on Instagram. What's the bword52? Just like you see on YouTube. Hit me up for mailbag questions. Mailbag questions is when I answer questions about anybody, college or NFL, or any team, college or NFL. I shout you out on the vid, man, and I tell you my honest opinion. But anyway, I'm finna go ahead and I'm a football junkie, y'all, so I'm not finna really do nothing but go watch all the highlights all over again like I never watched it. And I done seen the highlights about 4 or 5 times. But anyway, Flock, I love y'all. To my subscribers, I love y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all showing me a lot of love. But I'm finna go and get up out of here. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully with a victory. So, I'm out.